Yo, yo, yo. What it is, YouTube? This is your boy Alkaline City, and I'm in the building. You already know what it is. I'm back, baby. What's going on, YouTube? And for everybody who's out there, Ricardo Sal, what up, my brother? I'm sorry for the late stream. Sam J, my brother, in the building. What's going on, my brothers? I'm sorry for starting the stream late. You know what I'm saying? Just wind up having a crazy issue with my car. I don't even know, don't want to get into it because, when it has to do with the car, you know what that means. You got to spend money. You know what I'm saying? That's one thing. I'm a Puerto Rican Jew. You know what I'm saying? I don't like to spend money. I swear to God, I love spending money on other people. I love to buy this person this. I like to buy that person that. I like to take this person there. I like to spend nothing. You know what I'm saying? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You know what I'm saying? So, hold on for a second. I didn't even give I just came in. Why am I freezing? Hold on for 1 second. Let me checking myself out on YouTube right now, making sure everything is running. Can you guys hear me, my brother? Can I get a 1 in the chat room? Can everybody hear me? I just want to make sure that the vocals are loud, that the vocals are clear. You know what I'm saying? I hope I'm coming in strong, loud, and clear. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. I didn't even I rushed in here, so it was we're gonna start the stream late because we about to go crazy on this. You know what I'm saying? We about to do what we do here. If this stream gets whoever comes through the stream. If not, catch it on the replay. You know what I'm saying? Because it's going to be crazy. But I'm going to take my time with this because it's been a long time. Sam J throughout that one said, yeah, the vocals is good. That's what it is. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Y'all hear me? Y'all see me? You know what I'm saying? It's we on that low day, you know what I'm saying? Niggas, we bringing it back to Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? 92, you know what I'm saying? Got the Polo teddy bear, you know what I'm saying? We got the Polo P-Wing, you know what I'm saying? With the RO67 on the side, you know what I'm saying? Over there, you know what I mean? Yeah, we bringing it back to Brooklyn, you know what I'm saying? Low life days, you know what I'm saying? Straight, well, you know what I'm saying? What they know about this? What they know about this? You know what I'm saying? What they know about the P-Wing? What they know about the teddy bear? You know what I'm saying? What they know? Rigo Beast in the building. You already know. Alkaline City, I'm here. I'm telling you. Oh man. Yo, I came in so late. I didn't even give myself a theme song. You know what I'm saying? Where's my theme song at? I'm not supposed to come on without a theme song. That's crazy. That is crazy. Hold on. Yeah, man. So, I've been seeing what these clowns been doing on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? I've been seeing what's been going on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? On YouTube. These clowns think I'm not looking. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking, clowns. I'm looking. You know what I'm saying? Fraud, scam, chaz. You know what I'm saying? All y'all dudes out there trying to play that role. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, it's crazy because fraud, scam, chaz, he said the other day, what did fraud, scam, chaz say? He said he was taking shots at me. He was taking shots. Why he was doing that? Why he was taking shots at me? He said, now he says he's a Christian. Now he said he believes in the Bible now. Remember Fraud Scam Chaz all these years, he hates the Bible. He goes against Christianity, like Christians are dumb, they this and that. But he's a type of a Christian, he says. Now, he now believes in the Bible. He was saying, yeah, I talk ancient cosmology. I don't talk Illuminati talk. I'm past that Illuminati talk. I'm bigger than that. I talk that ancient. Oh man, that was funny. that was funny because I always big him up. I say, yeah, you talk that ancient cosmology, you know, while I do my Illuminati thing. He knows I've always said that to him, you know. He knows I've always said that to him. He really took that shot at me. Yeah, I'm bigger than that. I don't do that Illuminati talk. I do that ancient. and then this is in reference to when I was on Sonetta. I did a piece on Sonetta channel. So hold on for 1 second. So for anybody, let's go to a screen share real quick. Alkaline City, we screen sharing now too. Yes, sir. We back on the screen share, you know what I'm saying? Hold on for 1 second. Let me try to find out which screen I have it on. So this one we're closing. And let's go to my screen share. I'm not playing.
The champ is here. The
champ is here.
The champ is here.
And I'm not running.
The champ is here.
I'm in your face. The champ is here. Alkaline City. And I'm in the building. You already know what it is. Killing everybody on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Look, let's bring it back. Let's bring it back for all my boys. Let's open up everything. Let's open up everything. So people can really hear what's going on. Loading up everything right now. We about to come back. Y'all hear me? Yes, sir. Cheer it up. Champ is here. Drop that bomb, baby.
The champ is here.
Yes, sir.
The champ
Not
is
a
here.
game.
The champ is here.
Champ is here. Now that's the proper welcome. This is how you welcome somebody back. You know what I'm saying? Now that's the proper welcome. You know what I'm saying? This is how you welcome somebody back. This is how you welcome back a champion. Know what I'm saying? One more time, my people. One more time for the king. One more time. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I'll put these dudes in the body bag. Lawrence in the building. What is good? I'm going to body all of these dudes. They want to keep playing with me. Stop mentioning my name. Fraud, scam, Chaz. Stop mentioning my name. You was my homie. Now you don't know me. You was my homie. Now you don't know me, Fraud, scam, Chaz. But listen, what I'm telling you is, listen, you already know what I did to you about 2 years back. I put you in that body bag and I zipped you up. You know what I'm saying? Don't make me do that again. Because if I do it again this time, you might not even have a channel. You heard what I said? You heard what I said? Alkaline City don't go back on what he said. Alkaline City say what he say. And he does what he does. I mean what I mean, cuz if you messing with me, my homie, that'd be the wrong thing you want to do. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you. I'm telling you. I'm telling you. But so what happened was, right? I was on Sonetta's channel. And when I was on Sonetta's channel, you know, I was making a comment. And when I was making a comment, right, in my comment, hold on, because I want to pull up the chat too. I ain't singing it. I'm bringing the drama. F you and your motherfucking mama. I kill all of y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm a YouTube killer. Know what I'm saying? A YouTube killer. Yes. But hold on for 1 second, my people. Pardon your boy. Pardon your boy for a second. Opening up all of these windows. Live chat, yes. Why is my chat? Where did it go? Nope. Open it up. Show me the chat. Sorry, my people. So I just, you know what? I know I gotta go. I was trying to go to my chat, but I'm just bugging out. I haven't been on YouTube so long. You know what I'm saying? I forget where I have to go. This is where I gotta go right here. Let's go here, bro. Take me. Am I here? Oh, well. Sorry, my people. So I'm just having a problem. Oh, there we go. There goes the chat. I got you's back. I was just having a problem seeing the chat. So what happened was I was on Sonetta channel, and then there was a question. It was in reference to something. I forgot what it was. And then it might have had to do with my alkaline diet. And then it had to do where I referenced a Bible, quote or something like that. So when I said that, I said to the people, don't take it, and light, because I've heard people on Sonetta's channel on the HOK, and I've been in talks with people, and they tell, and they've referenced, like, when I'm not on a channel, just referenced about me or through comments, you can't talk about the Bible. You and Bro Sanchez can't talk about the Bible. You can't talk about, science. I never said I was against science. I've always stated there were two sciences: natural science and artificial science. Point blank. Period. I've never said I was against God. I've always said I was a Christian, but I've always stated there was always 40,000 plus denominations. That just because I'm Christian, I'm not your Christian. You're not my Christian. Don't think we are the same Christian. You don't believe in Christ how I worship him. Denominations go like this. If I want to start a denomination of Christianity right now and call it the alkaline, the denomination of alkaline Christianity and wisdom, and that's the name of my denomination, this is what I want to name it. It's the denomination of alkaline Christianity and wisdom. This is my denomination now. I made a new denomination just by stating this. I can just put it in writing. I could document it. I could self-publicate it. I could self-copyright it. Pull it in the mailer. Send it back to myself. Now I've started send it out to, the congregation of denominations. Have them approve it. Now I got my own denomination of Christianity. Now there's 45,001 plus denominations. You know what I'm saying? You understand? That's how Christianity goes. Anybody can make a denomination. It's just how they choose to interpret it, in their teachings, in their practice. And that's all it is to me. So I stated this. I stated on Sonetta's channel, I do believe in Christianity, and you know what? But my Christianity might not be your Christianity. There's over 45,000 denominations. I do believe in the Bible, but I don't only believe in the Bible because that's only one text. I believe in translations. You know what I mean? I believe in, all the books. We want to go into the books, we could go into the books. I'll show you my translations. I'll show you everything that I believe in. There's a lot of different interpretations, a lot of different translations. I like to go into all of them. I like to know all of the translations. I like to understand it in the right way. How I could break it down, because it's all theory. Like I've always told everybody, it's all theoretic. You don't have no proof. You can't show me video evidence. You can't show me a picture. You cannot show me a videotape. You cannot prove to me anything is real. Flat earth, round earth, sideways earth, square earth. You know, we'll get into this. We'll get into a bunch of this. It's going to go crazy. We're going to go crazy. So, but because I said this, right? Right? So, bro, when I said that, right, I said I'm not Bro Sanchez. You know what I'm saying? I didn't say I don't believe in the Bible and I don't believe in science, because that's what he says. Bro Sanchez says he doesn't believe in the Bible and don't believe in science. So I guess when I said that, he took that as bang, bang, bang. Oh, Alkaline took a shot at me. Alkaline took a shot at me. No, though. I didn't take a shot at you, bro. I did not take a shot at you. I was being real and stating the obvious. What you state. You don't believe in science. You don't believe in the Bible. But I believe in science. I believe in the Bible. I believe there's two sciences, you know, in my interpretation. You might interpret it the same way as I do, but I'm not talking about your interpretation. I'm just stating what you state. You say you don't believe in science. Remember when I asked you that last time? Remember you said you don't believe in it? You said, I don't believe in science. So that's what I stated. You, bro, don't believe in science. You know what I'm saying? I stated, you believe in that was all I said. You don't believe in science. You don't believe in the Bible. Boom. I was right. That's not a shot. If you took it as a shot, oh well. So he took it as a shot. So he goes on and he answers it on his show. He goes, so I want to explain to everybody something. I'm going to explain to everybody something, you know, because when I talk, I mention Noah and stuff like that. You know what I mean? And, you know, and when I say these things, you know, I'm mentioning the Bible, because I want people to know when I talk, I never said I don't believe in the Bible. I do believe in the Bible. I do believe in the Bible. So he's saying exactly what I just said on Sa Neter's channel. And then he said, and I ain't say I wasn't a Christian. I am a Christian. He said, there are so many Christianities, you know. I'm just saying that my Christian is not your Christian. I might not have the same Christian like you, but I didn't say that I don't believe in Christian. I talk about, right? You hear me talk about the devil. You hear me talk about Jesus, right? So I never said I don't. I wasn't Christian. I never. So his whole chat room started going crazy, bugging out, like, Bubba, like what? People's like, what? Bro, believe in the Bible now? What? He's a Christian now? What? I was like, phew. Like, wow. You always follow me that much, bro. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad you love my teachings and you follow my teachings. But then he took the shot after that. He said, but people got to understand, because you got to understand, when I mix my teachings with the Bible and I mix it with Jesus, right? It's different, right? Because, you know, my teachings is, I teach that ancient cosmology, you know what I'm saying? I teach that ancient cosmology. I don't teach that Illuminati. I'm bigger than that. But everybody else, like, you know, I watch these little channels. He said, I watch these big channels and I watch these little ones. They try to call my channel a little channel. You want to say that about my last channel? Well, you know, all my subs and everything on my last channel, you crazy? My channel, you know? And then people think I had this channel for a while. No, I opened it last year, but I just started putting videos maybe like 4 months ago was my first video. This is my fourth live stream right now, you know? So I'm going slowly, gradually, you know? I'm going to blow it up. I'm going to go crazy, you know? I'm going to start giving other people the crazy videos. But he just took those shots. Like, I even watch even the small channels, and I pay attention to what they say. You know, so he was paying attention. So he's saying he pays attention to me on my channel, and then he pays attention to me, you know, on Sa Neter's channel. So he even took a shot at Sa Neter, cause you know, even the small channels, you know what I'm saying? So he's saying that Sa Neter was a small channel too, you know what I'm saying? And then he said, I don't do that Illuminati talk, you know what I'm saying? I'm bigger than that. I'm ancient cosmology. So, hey, bro, I don't do Illuminati talk. I'm beyond Illuminati. I do Bavarian. I do Rosicrucian. I do Theo Society. I do Vril Society. I do the stuff that you guys are not even, you know, speaking about. The stuff that you wouldn't even understand. It's like way beyond, you know what I'm saying, all your teachings. My teachings teach your teachings. You understand? But, you know, I was like, oh, he want to take a little cute shot. He took a little cute jab. You know what I'm saying? Yo, that was cute, bro. That was cute. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Hold on 1 second. You know what I'm saying? Hey, bro, this is for your little cute jab. You know what I mean? Look, man, you lighting it up for your little cute shot. That was little cute. Look, little cute shot, bro. One more time. Look. You know what I'm saying? Look, let me drop a bomb on. Let me drop a real bomb. Let me drop a real Becky. A real Becky, bro. A real Becky, bro. Who gave you Becky? Who gave you Becky? Who gave you Becky, bro? Becky. Bro wasn't even doing sound effects. He used to diss me. He used to be like, yo, Alkaline, why you do videos? I don't do videos. You know, because that's not how you get out the truth. The people, he used to call me up, tell me, Alkaline, that's not the truth. I know you do videos, but people, they don't see it as the truth that way. You gotta just show pictures, and when you go, like I do, just show your little picture, and then, just do your breakdown, because you say it in your way. When you're watching the video, you're watching it in somebody else's way. It's not the way you say it. Like, I never got that. Like, what are you telling me? Like, if I got a video where somebody got some crazy deep information, you want me just to, what I do is, you see, I'm not gonna play the video because I'm gonna show that person some love. I'm just gonna, listen to what they say and just, reiterate it and say it back to the people. That's the way you're supposed to do, because now the people's getting information from me. They ain't getting it for somebody else. I'm not the source. I'm going to just give you the source. Now, I'm going to break down the source, but I'm not going to steal it from them. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this dude is a clown. Let me tell you how much of a clown he is, right? And then I'm going to get off Fraud Scam Chaz, because Fraud Scam Chaz, he's a real scammer, you know what I'm saying? And then I don't even really like to say things about Fraud Scam Chaz, right? But I'm gonna tell you why I'm gonna say something about Fraud Scam Chaz, because I heard him on his channel going off on people like, yo, you don't even know I'm the one with the 100,000 subs. You know what I'm saying? I got the 100,000 subs. I got this and that. I'm like, 100,000 subs? I'm like, this dude don't got, what do you mean 100,000 subs? I'm like, well, I remember Bro Sanchez like 25,000, 30,000 subscribers. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't even remember him touching 40,000. You got 100,000 subscribers? So I look on his channel, boom. Dude got 120,000 subscribers or something like that. I said, get out of here. I said, I know he didn't. I said, listen to what I'm telling you, my people. Listen. I said, I know he didn't. Listen. I said, I know he didn't. I know he didn't. But guess what he did? He did. Guess what he did, my people? Guess what this guy did, my people? He went and bought subscribers. Hold on for 1 second. Oh man. I don't got my laughing. But let me, you know what I'm saying? For me, let me just drop a bomb for what I just said and revealed to everybody. Cause this deserves a bomb. This deserves a, I'm a king. I'm a hero to people because I'm saving lives. I just saved a lot of people's lives with this scammer. You know why I say that? You know why I say I saved a lot of people's lives with the scammer? Because Fraud Scam Chaz, check this out, says he got over 120,000 subscribers. But he bought those subscribers. Now, if I'm lying, Fraud Scam Chaz got to prove me wrong. How can Fraud Scam Chaz prove me wrong? I need to see something called a YouTube play button. A YouTube PLAY play BUTTON button. A YouTube play button. What's a YouTube play button? What's a YouTube play button? Do you know what that is, Fraud Scam Chaz? When you get 100,000 views, that's a Grammy award. That's a YouTube Grammy. And don't tell me that you didn't file papers or, you know, because I've heard people say that before. Like, you know, people just, you know, hey, yo, bro, how you over 100,000 subscribers? Where's your YouTube button at? Oh, you know, nah, I didn't file the paperwork. It ain't no paperwork. There's no paperwork. When you get over 100,000 subscribers, you get a YouTube Grammy. You get a play button. Hold on, man. We're going to pull this up. I need to know where your play button is at, bro. I need to know. Alkaline City needs to know. I need to know. Alkaline City, we need to know. I said, I need to know. Alkaline City, we need to know. We need to know, bro, Scam Chaz. We need to know. We need to know. Bro, Scam Chaz. Why you scamming people all the time? Isn't that his theme song? Fraud Scam Chaz. He be scamming people all the time. Look, we're gonna go right here. Look. YouTube play. Look at that. I didn't even press nothing. I just pressed YouTube. It came up play button right there. What's a YouTube play button? Hold on. Let's keep it ill. You see that? Look, Mr. Beast got one. Look, all my YouTube play buttons, all of my look. You see this? Oh, he said all of my YouTube. Look at all of them, all of his YouTube play buttons. If that wasn't such a high video, I would play that for you. Look, it says all the YouTube play buttons in order. 2023. You know, time works. Let's see this guy's channel. Let's see. He has 645,000 subscribers. I don't know if I play his video, he's gonna say something about it. But it says all the YouTube play buttons in order for 2023. These are YouTube play buttons. You see this? When a person gets a play button, look, history of the silver play button, right? Look, 73,000 it says silver play button. YouTube $100,000 creator award winning unboxing. You see this? Look, he's unboxing it. This is what people do when they get their YouTube play button. They get so happy everybody does an unboxing video. Everybody does an unboxing video. Look at this. Diamond unboxing, first time in South. Look, people is going crazy. Look. Let me do it like this. Let's do my first YouTube play button. My first YouTube play button. Look. The real first YouTube play button, all my YouTubes. You can buy YouTube play buttons. So look, and then you see this? You see this? You see this? All of this, right? So you know what happens? You see, you can buy YouTube play buttons, but they're not authenticated. You don't get the real certificate. Wait, hold on. I don't even want to play this video. Sorry about that. Oops. Watching my first YouTube play button video on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Sorry about that, my man. Didn't mean to push that. I hope YouTube, you know. So, but let me go back to over here. So what I'm saying is, my people, hold on, cause I gotta get my video. I gotta get these things correct. I gotta get my windows correct in a little bit, cause I got them scouted all over the place. Hold on. So, yeah. So what I'm saying is, my people. Fraud Scam Chaz, you gotta show me your YouTube play button, my brother. Or if not, Tell the people that your 100,000 views are a lie, my brother. Tell the people that stop lying, stop scamming them, and you know why I say that? And I don't mean to destroy you like this. I don't need no views, bro. Because you know what I'm saying? I'm just starting my channel off, you know what I'm saying? My channel is not about views. It's about just making content, right? And then I teach, and then the stuff that I teach, hopefully, you know, it comes across to whoever. And then when they find it, you know, hopefully, you know, it helps them out in life. Because my content is about, you know, it shows people how to live, and I show people how to eat healthy, how to make money financially, you know what I'm saying? How not to let the system beat them, you know, and how to beat the system, you know, influential things, you know what I mean? Things that are tangible in life, you know? I don't talk about, you know, fairy tales. You're a fairy teller. He talks about Greek mythology and says it's real. He talks about Asgard and, you know, Thor, and these are real gods. Like you haven't saw Marvel. Have you not saw Marvel? What are you watching, bro? What year are you stuck in? We're in 2023, bro. Have you not saw Marvel? Have you not saw Thor? You know what I'm saying? Does he not live in Asgard? What planet are you stuck on, my brother? Ancient cosmology guy. Tell me, which planet in your ancient cosmological world are you stuck on? I would like to know. And tell me, on that planet is your 100,000 YouTube subscribe button there too? You know what I mean? So maybe we can take a, you know what I'm saying? I don't know how you get there, DMT trip or something like that. Maybe we could eat a magic mushroom and get to your secret planet and find your YouTube play button, brother. And like I said, the reason I didn't mean to destroy you, fraud scam Ches, but you be throwing it in people's faces. People will come on this show just to try to like teach and try to, you know, just give off a message. He wants to tell them, nah, you don't know what you're talking about. Boom, boom, boom. Pauses them, puts them in a back room, and then starts demeaning them. And then says, don't tell me nothing. This is my channel. This is my channel. I'm the one with the 100,000 subscribers. People come here for me. And then he goes to these other channels, like, you know, and tells these other channels, yeah, because I got 100,000 subscribers. And then you know what? These other channels look at him like, wow, he got 100,000 subscribers. So maybe, you know what? He does. Look at it. Maybe I should do some work with him. Or maybe I should, you know, give him free things or do promotions with him. And because they're frauded. Because people think he really has these 100. Like they are tending to his 100,000 subscribers, you know, thinking that it's going to bring, you know, recognition and publicity towards, you know, their work or channel or whatever. And meanwhile, it's doing none of that. It's doing none of that. Do you know I'm the official spokesperson on the Star Report? I'm the official Puerto Rican correspondent on the Star Report. It is what it is, Sanchez, fraud scam Ches. You know what I'm saying? You don't believe me? I'll pull it up. I'll pull it up. Star tell you. But what I'm saying is, right? What I'm saying is, you know what? I didn't have to show I got 100,000 subscribers for Star to F with me. You know what I'm saying? For this to happen. You know what I mean? For me to get these contacts, you know, and this recognition. You understand? You scamming people. And going back to Star. Star has over 100,000 subscribers, right? Star, I don't know, Star might have over 300,000 or something like that. Star has a lot of subscribers. But when you go into Star's, let's say he only got 100,000 subscribers, you know what I'm saying, whatever. But when you go into Star's live streams, he has 30,000, 50,000, 70,000 people watching him at one time. He's getting 50,000 views, 30,000, 70,000 views, 1,000 views in his chat room. in his chat room, he'll have 700, 900 people. But yeah, you got over 100,000 subscribers and you got 1,500 people watching you, 2,000. You got only 25 or less people in your chat room. You got over 100,000 subscribers, there should be at least 20, 30,000 people watching your show, your live stream. You should have a minimum of at least 5,000 people in your chat room. No, a minimum 200-300. You be having 25 or less people in your chat room. My brother. And then after your video's done, the video gets 10,000 views, 15,000 views, if that. And you know how he gets when he does a live stream, how it says 900 viewers or 1,500 viewers, and there's only less than 25 people in his chat room. Even if you got 1,000 viewers, you should have at least 30, 40 people in your chat room, 50 or 60. Not 25 or less. And the reason, and then he'll have 15 to 20 people on his panel. 15, 20 people on his panel, 25 people on his chat room. And then he'll say he has 2,000 viewers. Because when his live stream starts, you can go to buy views. Buy views for your live stream. And you know what he's doing? This dude is buying views for his live stream. He's buying views while his live stream is going on. And then when it closes out, the show is over, instead, and it's crazy, right? Because when he'll end the show, right, his show will say 2,000 people watching. But then as soon as he presses end and his show goes uploaded, 10 minutes later, 15,000 views, 14,000, or I ain't gonna go that high. Some of his content, but it'll say 8,000, 10,000 views. There was only 2,500 people watching your show the whole time. How when it ends, now it's 8,000. Because that's what happens when you buy the views. As soon as you buy the views, in 5 minutes, they post whatever you buy. So if I buy 3,000 views, boom, it'll do 3,000 views. All of my views, my last channel was over 64,000 subscribers. Took down last February. All natural. All my viewers natural. I used to have shows popping. Crazy. Chat room flooded. You know what it was. But bro, look at you. You got over 100,000 subscribers and less than 25 people in the chat. And then you got the nerve to disrespect the people that go on your panel and say, don't tell me, don't talk to me. You on my show, or the people that's in the chat. Don't be chatting like that, saying those things, blah, blah, blah. This is my show. I run it how I run it. I'm the one with over 100,000 views. 100,000 subscribers. See, if you never mention it and throw it back in people's faces, like you're throwing a Grammy award at them that you have, and smacking them in the face with it because they beneath that and they're not above that Grammy award, or they're not equivalent to it like you, and you want to belittle them like that and you think that's cool. So because of that fraud scam, Ches, I got to bring this out there and tell the people, sluck you, my nigga. Use a little snitch with the B word. Because I'm trying to use not, too much vulgarity. I'm trying to be a little more professional about it. But you know what? Use a little bitch. Use a little bitch. Fraud scam, Ches, as a little bitch. 100,000 fake subs, throwing it in people's faces, making them trying to feel little, like he got this Grammy. Never got this Grammy. I want to know where was your unboxing video? If not, when are you gonna do it? If you have it tucked away, collecting dust, when are you gonna do this unboxing video? I want to see the YouTube certifies. I know how the certifications look. When they send you the congratulations and all of that to your email, I know how the official ones look. I know the scam ones and I know the official ones. You can't type it up, bro. Can't make it look real. I know how the official ones look. Every year they use a new marking system that they market. It's like a barcode, so that nobody could ever, just like the dollar bill. You know, they put these little things in it, little strings, so that it can never be replicated. That's how YouTube does it every year when they send you, hey, your congratulations on the email. You know what I'm saying? Fraud scam, Chaz. Fraud scam. Let's sing it. Let's sing his theme song. Fraud scam, Chaz. Fraud scam, Chaz. He likes to scam everybody. Fraud scam, Chaz. He'll scam you and your mother. Fraud scam, Chaz. He'll scam you undercover. Fraud scam, Chaz. He's the best up in the sea. Fraud scam, Chaz. He scams everybody. Fraud scam, Chaz. He's the scammer of the world. Fraud scam, Chaz. He likes to scam little boys and girls. Fraud scam, Chaz. Hold on. We got to throw it up. Look. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let's clap that up one more time. You know what I'm saying? Let's give it up for the 5 heartbeats. Let's give it up for the 5 heartbeats. So, bang, Bill Sanchez. Bust that shot, lick up a clot. You dead, son. You dead, Sanchez. If you not, once again, and I apologize, my brother. I apologize. You know what I'm saying? But the king is back. You hear the people? Listen. You should have kept my name out your mouth. And you didn't even put my name in your mouth, but your little sub. You was like, I hope Alkaline City see this. I hope Alkaline City watching. But you was like, you know what? He's probably not watching. But you know what? You was like, he might be watching, And you know what? I was watching. And now you watching. Hold up. I got to go to, what I want to do is, my people, I want to check real quick. We got to check if I'm shadow banned on YouTube. We got to think. I think YouTube got me shadow banned. Hold on. We got to see this, my people. We don't play those games. We're going to go to, let me see how I'm going to do this. How I'm going to figure this out. We got to go. Oh, here we go. So we're just going to go to YouTube. I didn't say YouTube Bing. I was just like YouTube. It took me to Bing. Hey, Bing. I hate it. Slows up my browser. See? Oh, so disgusting. Now we're going to go to live. Now in live, let's see if I'm in the live. If I'm in the live feed. Am I pushed in the live feed? No, I'm not. Wow, I should be here. Now let's reset this. I should be in the live feed. We go to live again. And boys and girls, I am not in this live feed. Wow. They'll probably present my video when I launch it, but they're not gonna announce it in the live. This is how YouTube does me, my people. This is how, you see, I showed you myself. I'm showing you myself. This is how YouTube does me. They does me dirty. I am so disrespected. So disrespected. Hold up. So fraud scam Chaz. We're done with you for today. Now I got to get on to my lesson. I got to teach the people realness, because the people needs to learn, and the people want to learn. They want to learn. You understand, son? I'm trying to pull up my people one time. Yeah, my people. They've been bamboozling me. They've been swindling me. It's so sad to know that, I'm shadow banned like that. Yo, Zab, my brother. Hey, Zab, what you call it? I'm gonna get you in here, bro. If you want to come up, hold on. Let me open up. I'm gonna be on live with the people. So what I'm gonna do right now, Zab, I'm gonna open up my free conference call, and I'm gonna send you the link right now. Hold up. I'm gonna have to start it. I'm gonna start a conference call. But yeah, this is gonna be a dope show. I'm just taking my time with it, my people. Like I said, we had to open it up big. I just hit people with a lot of shocking things, you know what I'm saying? I just gave out Bro Sanchez's secret, you know what I'm saying? This is huge in the conscious community for people watching and listening right now. This is huge. People are like, what? No, not Bro Sanchez. No, you know how his fans are hurting right now? His fans are crying right now. Not Bro Sanchez, no. Please, no. Yes, Bro Scamchez. Fraud Scamchez, yes, him. And I don't mean for you to hurt. I didn't mean for him to scam you. That wasn't right. He shouldn't have done that. Fraud Scamchez should have not done that. He should have not scammed you. He should have been honest. Hold on, I'm opening it up. Now
you are the only participant in the conference.
So I'm going to get you in here now, Zab. Hold on for 1 second. Audio settings, let me mute it. Yeah, this is crazy. I leave this, I don't know if you guys can hear that audio sound, but that sound that's this one. So, I don't know which volume that was. I don't know if that was my volume.
Welcome to the conferencing service.
Nope. So Zab, I'm gonna send you the link right now, Zab. Let me see. How do I do this again? Share. No, that's not. This is not sharing. I'm gonna invite. Yes, United States. Oh, I have to invite like this by email. Okay, I'm sending you the invite right now, Zab. I'm waiting for the email to open up. Hold on for 1 second. So I'm gonna get Zab the Sigma on the line. Let me see. Oh, you know what? Hey, Zab. Drop your email in the chat right now. Drop your email in the chat right now. Oh, you say you can't come up. You on the road. No doubt. So, boom. So what I'm doing is I'm going to leave my line open. Hold up.
All participants are on hold.
I just wanna.
All participants are muted, and they can unmute themselves.
Hold on for 1 second, my
All
people.
participants are unmuted.
All I'm doing is right now, I'm gonna keep my phone line open because I'm gonna let people call in too. If you wanna call in, you can call in, you know what I'm saying? And I'm gonna let you up here. But I'm just trying to take off that damn, you hear that waiting music? Like the hold sound? You are on hold. So let me play some music for you to listen to. And this sound is just so annoying. How do I do that? Just give me 2 seconds. I'll figure it out in 2 seconds. It's one of these. I see I'm in the audio. Said headphones. Oh yes. I'm gonna have to put my headphones on too. Sorry, my people. But let's not worry about this because this is not a big deal. Well, you know what? I know exactly what I'm gonna do. Cool. People might be able to still. People might be able to. Oops, excuse my P-wing. People might be able to still call in, cause what I did was I just disconnected the phone line. You know, I was hooking it up to get Zab on the line, but he said he's busy right now, so that's cool. So let's get the show started, my people. Let me pull some things up in private, and then as soon as I pull it up in private, we'll pull it up and get on with this show. Hold on, where did this window go? Yeah, we're gonna, you know, I got a lot of crazy things that we're gonna show. We're gonna start it off with TikTok videos. Okay. Let me see my TikTok videos. We're gonna do some TikTok reactions. I got some crazy videos that people need to see. I'm gonna send some to myself too, but I'm just gonna start it off with whatever I have on here. Bear with me, my people. People's like, oh my God. You know, you got new people watching my show. They're like, what is he doing? What is he doing? Don't worry about it. I'm doing some good stuff. Doing some really good things. Wow. That's crazy. That video is gone. So, hold on for 1 second. So everybody can be with me. So we got some videos that I want to play out over here. So I tried this video. It's saying it's already done. When did I put these videos out? Let's try this one.
So look at CNN. They're gonna say some real good shit in here. Shit that I be getting in trouble for. But just tell me if you catch anything that's kind of very interesting. You should write down some stuff too. Check this out.
State of London and the Vatican, a third city-state was officially created in 1982. That city-state is called the District of Columbia and is located on 10 square miles of land in the heart of Washington. The District of Columbia flies its own flag and has its own independent constitution. Although geographically separate, the city-states of London, the Vatican, and the District of Columbia are one interlocking empire called Empire of the City. The flag of Washington's District of Columbia has 3 red stars, one for each city-state in the 3-city empire. This corporate empire of 3 city-states controls the world economically through London's inner city, militarily through the District of Columbia, and spiritually through the Vatican. The Constitution for the District of Columbia operates under a tyrannical Roman law known as Lex Fori, which bears no resemblance to the U.S. Constitution. When Congress passed the Act of 1871, it created a separate corporate government for the District of Columbia. This treasonous act allowed the District of Columbia to operate as a corporation outside the original Constitution of the United States and outside of the best interests of American citizens. A sobering study of the signed treaties and charters between Britain and the United States exposes a shocking truth. The United States has always been, and still is, a British Crown colony. King James I was famous not for just changing the Bible into the King James Version, but for signing the first Charter of Virginia in 1606. That charter granted America's British forefathers a license to settle and colonize America. The charter also guaranteed that future kings and queens of England would have sovereign authority over all the citizens and colonized land in America stolen from the Indians. After America declared its independence from Great Britain, the Treaty of 1783 was signed. That treaty specifically identifies the King of England as the Prince of the United States and contradicts the belief that America won the War of Independence. Although King George III of England gave up most of his claims over his American colonies, he kept his right to continue receiving payment for his business venture of colonizing America. If America had really won the War of Independence, they would never have agreed to pay debts and reparations to the King of England. When Congress passed the 13th Amendment to the Constitution, the U.S. President was made subservient to the King of England. The 13th Amendment is called the Title of Nobility Amendment and forbids U.S. presidents and their officials from using royal titles like king or prince or baron. For some mysterious reason, the 13th Amendment, which was ratified in 1810, no longer appears on current copies of the Constitution. America's blood-soaked War of Independence against the British bankrupted America and turned its citizens into permanent debt slaves of the king. In the War of 1812, the British torched and burned to the ground the White House and all U.S. government buildings and destroyed ratification records of the U.S. Constitution. 1 century later, a corrupt U.S. Congress committed the biggest theft in world history. They passed Paul Warburg's Federal Reserve Act in 1913, handing over America's gold and silver reserves and total control of America's economy to the Rothschild banksters. Most Americans still believe that the Fed or Federal Reserve is the government. It is not. The Fed is a privately owned banking system whose majority Class A shareholders are the Rothschilds, Warburgs, Kuhn and Loeb, J.P. Morgan, Rockefeller, Israel Seif, and the Lehman Brothers. This private banking cartel is the Fed and is never audited and never pays taxes.
The Fed is a privately owned banking system. You understand? What are they releasing this month? Or is it next month? The Fed Now. The Fed Now, right? Their new banking system. So, and what is the Fed? It is a privately owned banking system. Okay? It has owners. The Fed is not as federal and as governed as you think it is. I digress.
They print and design America's money, which displays their symbols of an Egyptian pyramid, a Masonic all-seeing eye, and the words, "In God we trust." Who exactly is the God they trust? They also collect American taxpayers' money through the IRS. Then they loan it back again with interest to pay for roads, bridges, and other public. Most U.S. citizens believe that the United States is a country and that the President is the most powerful man on earth. The United States is not a country. It is a corporation, and the President is President of the corporation of
It is not a country. Stop saying that, my people. This is a corporation. And the president, he's an employee of this corporation. Point blank, period. He works for someone. He's not the big boss, chief, high, almighty, has all say so. He doesn't have say so. They have say so. He says what they say. So it bees.
Of the United States. He and his elected officials work for the corporation, not for the American people. Since the United States is a corporation, who owns the corporation of the United States? Like Canada and Australia, whose leaders are prime ministers of the Queen and whose land is called Crown Land, the United States is just another crown colony. Crown colonies are controlled by the empire of 3 city-states. At the center of each city-state is a towering, phallic-shaped stone monument called an obelisk that points skyward. In D.C. city-state, the obelisk, known as the Washington Monument, was dedicated to Freemason George Washington by the Freemason Grand Lodge of the District of Columbia. The Secretive Brotherhood of Freemasons laid the Washington obelisk's cornerstone in 1848 and contributed 22 Masonic memorial stones. 250 Masonic lodges financed the Washington Monument obelisk, including the Knights Templar Masonic Order. At the heart of London city-state is a 187-ton, 69-foot-tall Egyptian obelisk called Cleopatra's Needle. It was transported from Egypt and erected on the banks of the River Thames. In Vatican City, another Egyptian obelisk towers high above St. Peter's Square.
So look at CNN. They're gonna say some real good shit in here. Shit that I be getting in trouble for. But just tell me if you catch anything that's kind of very interesting. You should write down some stuff too. Check this out.
State of London and the Vatican, a third city-state was officially created in 1982. That city-state is called the District of Columbia and is located on 10 square miles of land in the heart of Washington. The District of Columbia flies its own flag and has its own independent constitution. Although geographically separate, the city-states of London, the Vatican, and the District of Columbia are one interlocking empire called Empire of the City.
One of the strangest places on the ocean's floor was only just discovered in the 1990s. I might agree it's one of a handful of people to ever see it in person.
Without a doubt, one of the most amazing things that I have ever seen in the bottom of the ocean
It was while filming for Blue Planet. It was in the Gulf of Mexico. I noticed there's something out in the distance. Couldn't tell exactly what, but it looked like a dark band. And as we approached it, the dark band became a donut. I saw this donut that was black in the center. What the heck is that? And so as we get closer and closer to
I'm sorry, my people. I had my mic muted the whole time I was talking. And you couldn't even hear me. I apologize. I gotta stop doing that. But yeah, we're gonna bring it back to the top. You gotta understand and really pay attention to this video, and we're gonna really break it down. This is a very important video.
one of the strangest places on the ocean's floor was only just discovered in the 1990s. I might agree it's one of a handful of people to ever see it in person. Without a doubt, one of the most amazing things that I have ever seen in the bottom of the ocean. It was while filming for Blue Planet. It was in the Gulf of Mexico. I noticed there's something out in the distance. Couldn't tell exactly what, but it looked like a dark band. And as we approached it, the dark band became a donut. I saw this donut that was black in the center. What the heck is that? And so as we get closer and closer to it, I noticed that the black band had what appeared to be kind of steam over it. And then I looked, and there was water lapping against the shoreline. This band was a ring of mussels. And inside the ring of mussels was a lake. And it's like, wait a minute, I'm already underwater. We went out over the water in this lake and tried to descend in it and bounced off. It was so super saline and dense that the submarine couldn't go down in it.
So this producer, I take it, he said he's filming like some underwater scuba diving, you know, or whatever. I guess, I don't know if they're filming some underwater life video and they're exploring, you know, the fishes and stuff like that. He comes across a lake inside of the ocean. That's what this is. This is a lake inside the ocean. Hear what I'm saying? Is like, is it not bugging you out? Does it not sound mind-boggling to you? There's a lake inside the ocean. You're in the ocean, and there's another body of water inside this body of water. Mind-boggling. That's all it is. Like, you know, people's like, well, that just don't make sense. It just don't make sense. It's not supposed to, but it will. It will. We'll get there. It will.
And tried to descend in it and bounced off. It was so super saline and dense that the submarine couldn't go down in it. We literally bounced off, and as we bounced off, we sent ripples heading back to the shoreline. It was insane. I've never seen anything like it.
1972, he started speaking about heavy water with special properties that comes from the bottom of the sea. But this must have meant that at 19,000 feet, because it had a higher density, it would have been sitting there. So you can have water within water. So it was just sitting there. So when they put the capsule down and were trying to recover whatever they recovered this stuff that was sitting at this well. And it was. He reports in his notes that they recovered the water from this depression. And so what happened was rumors started spreading about the vessel. This was some type of curative of water. So one of the sailors who had a gash in his hand that was infected comes in and says, I want you to put it on that. And he does. He dabs it in a rag and he dabs it on the sailor. The following day,
So they find this body of water, right? Inside the ocean. They take some of the water too. The guy takes the water. A sailor has a gash on his hand. They go and pour the water on the gash on his hand. The next day, the gash is gone. They're saying this is the fountain of youth. This is the healing water. And people say, well, how can that be? That's a lie, blah, blah, blah. Now, there's a scripture in the Bible. Hold on. Let's get to this. We're going to get to what I'm talking about. Take me to Google. Come on, let's go. Okay, let's go to Bible. It says, let's go to Bible verse. Oops, hold on for 1 second. Waters. In the, let's say waters in the ocean. Or let's say lake in the ocean. Let's use it like that. Let's say lake. Lake in the ocean. It says water becomes hard like a stone. Verse. Lake in the Bible. Therefore, the Lord, I will. Let's see if it's this verse right here. And of Nabatal sailed full of the blessing Yahweh, the possession of the lake, and the waters recede from the lake, and the river waste and dried up. No, that's about the waters drying up, which is about the Euphrates River. The Bible is saying the Euphrates River, when it dries up, that's when the beast will be unleashed and from the bottomless pit, and the Euphrates River has dried up. I think it was last year when it dried up. What does the Bible say about the ocean and the water? There is the sea and the vast spacious, stemming with creatures beyond living things, both large and small. No, that's not what I'm looking at. How about we just keep it simple? Bible verse about waters within waters. Or waters below. Let's say the waters below, because they have the waters above and the waters below. It says that God made the firmament and divided the waters which were beneath the firmament from the waters which were above the firmament. Okay. Let's accept this. And God made the firmament divide the waters which were beneath the firmament and the waters which were above the firmament. And it was so. And God said, call the firmament Shkamaim, which numerous scholars say is the same as Ebi Akai. There are waters, but which they translate as the heavens. And the evening and the morning were the second day. Blah, blah, blah. Be gathered to one place, and let the dry land appear. And God called the dry land of the earth, and together of the waters he called the seas, etc. And later God, let there be lights in the firmament of the heavens. No. So it says waters above and then the waters below the firmament. So I know I don't even want to keep going, checking for the verse, right? But there's a verse where he's talking about the waters and the waters. I'll pull it up and I'll just, I'll put it on my community post, because it just like when it's just like something that like, you know exactly, which verse you're talking about or something like that. And then it's just like, you can't find it. And it's just like agitating, and it's just like, it's gonna stay in my brain, and it's gonna keep, bothering me until, you know, I finally figure out, you know, which one it is and I post it. So I will do that. But what he says, and what I'm basically getting at is, he talks about the waters within the waters. And these are the waters within the waters. This videographer, you know, or producer found this ocean, right? And this lake, you know, in the ocean. And then he went out and said that he was going to talk about it, you know. And he started telling the people, and he did an interview. And then a week later, he died. So he died about a week to a week and a half after, you know, they filmed this, you know, these waters in this, in, you know, this ocean or this lake in these waters. You know, he filmed it. They took the water out. They took a sample out. One of the sailors had a gash on his hand. They put it on it to see if it had healing properties. The next day it was gone. They figured, you know what? We found a fountain of youth. You know, these are the waters of heaven. These are the waters of God. And he was going to announce it to the world. And you know what? Scotty got his body. You know, wait a second. I see a little. Wonder why looks a little pixelated, I see. Oh well, we will keep it going and get into it. So that's what I'm trying to tell you, my people. This is just what I'm getting at with this is I'm just showing you something, you know, that the government knows, you know, and they have these healing waters. They have these, you know, fountain of youth waters, and they know these areas in the ocean where these lakes are, and they're not speaking to us about it and telling us about that. These waters, you can possibly drink them and probably heal every disease in your body. But why are they withholding it from us? Why do they not want us to know? Stuff like this is why. Stuff like this is why.
This body camera video shows City Councilman Matthew Riley passed out cold in his car Monday afternoon. After a few shakes from police, he jolts awake.
Oh, you were literally choking in your sleep. Somebody flagged me.
Hey guys, Dr. Nick here, board certified physician and gut health specialist. If you're mentally drained from constantly battling IBS or leaky gut,
Down about it.
Oh, I have sleep apnea. I'm sorry.
Well, and then you have a crack pipe in your hands.
This afternoon, Mayor Ken Hopkins joined the City Council President and the Cranston Democratic Committee in publicly calling for Riley's resignation from City Council Ward 6.
I feel that's in the best interest of the city, his constituents. I also feel that personally it's in his best interest for him, for his family's privacy, and for the constituents of Ward 6.
Body camera footage shows Riley asking if he's going to be arrested.
Are there any drugs in the car or anything like that?
No, nothing.
An apparent lie. According to the police report, officers say they found crack laced with fentanyl along with other drug paraphernalia while searching his car.
I think there's a little bit of fentanyl in there.
Yeah, all right.
Riley telling police,
It was a relapse. I've been clean for 13 years.
All right.
Just went through a really, really bad divorce recently.
now he's going through the judicial.
This is why I got to talk to my people and keep them on point. Because you got Republican city councils like this that are smoking crack. And they don't even know that he's smoking fentanyl. He didn't even know his crack was laced with fentanyl. He's about to die. Those officers actually saved his life. He was probably about to overdose and be done with. Only a tap of fentanyl will freeze the neurons in your brain and put you in a paralysis. But these are the people who are controlling our government. And These are the people who are poisoning our society, who we have to follow in life and take order from. They're getting paid $400,000, $500,000 a year, plus making all of this money off of these non-profit, things that they're doing. They're taking from the honest Abe, the 9-to-5 hardworking man and woman. The person out there striving and thriving, that type of individual. This is who these bastards are stealing from. FDA, my people. Here's a FDA for everybody. CRISPR sausage gets FDA green light for consumption. What is CRISPR sausage? What is CRISPR? What is CRISPR? CRISPR is something called gene editing technology. Let's see if we can just do something like this. Real quick, real sick, real quick. CRISPR technology. What is CRISPR technology, my people? This is gene editing technology. It is advanced biosciences you trusted GMP/GLP compliant genomic and biological services, their partners, their edited cells and determination, blah, blah, blah. It's not what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about what the science is. What is CRISPR? CRISPR is gene editing. It creates new possibilities and new challenges. The advent of CRISPR and other gene editing technologies which facilitate gene editing in living organisms has created exciting new possibilities within the life of sciences for therapeutic treatments of genetic diseases and cancer immunotherapy. Recent and clinical validations, including an early 2020 trial that demonstrated CRISPR's safety and utility in 3 cancer patients, has greatly accelerated interest in gene editing based on therapeutics. CRISPR is gene editing technology. They can take your triple helix and make it a quadruple helix. You want to see what I'm talking about? You see? CRISPR. You see, they can cut your DNA. You see? They're cutting out strands. They can take these 2 strands, they can cut them out. Or they can take these 2 and put them over here. And they can add them up here. This is all it is. It's gene mutation, gene editing. They're splicing your DNA. DNA splicing. You see? Gene editing. This is gene editing. You see them right here splicing the gene. Taking this out right here, cutting it. And they're about to mutate it and add a new gene. They took out the natural gene and added an artificial one. This one is the gene of a pig brain. Of a cow ass. Of an elephant heart, of dog shit. You don't know what this is, but they can cut out your DNA, your genome, and they can add any type of genome that they want. They can splice it with robotics, artificial technology. These are nanobots. These are robots. The CRISPR is the robot. It's the nanobot that's doing the cutting and the splicing and the integrating and the bonding, the complete process with the strand, the artificial stranding and the bonding, the splicing. This is all CRISPR technology. CRISPR-Cas9 gene editing in laboratories. You see what it is? This is what it is. And that is what this is right here. CRISPR sausage gets FDA green light. So they've gene edited sausage. And it's gotten the green light by the FDA. This is mutated sausage from mutated DNA. From what the DNA came from and what the DNA was mutated from, or what it was mutated into to possibly kill to get the sausage. Was this from a mutated pig? A pig or a, in that type of, boar, the wild boar family, the wild pig family, is this a gene edited wild boar or gene edited wild pig? And they killed it and they got your CRISPR sausage. It says the FDA has given Washington State University researchers the green light to feed 5 gene edited pigs. You see? The FDA has given Washington State University, the researchers, the green light to feed 5 gene edited pigs to people. You see, I told you, they didn't just gene edit the sausage and make the sausage in a replication machine, because they got something called a replicator that can replicate anything. I'll show you a video on that. It's crazy. But this is not the replicator, but this is a gene edited sausage. It comes from a gene edited pig. A pig whose DNA is not God's DNA. It's not actual DNA. They mutated this pig. And the pig anyway comes from allegedly the rat, cat, and the dog. I put a disclaimer up, so I got my disclaimer up. So anything that's being said, is of other people's opinions and personalization, and we're just referencing it on this channel. So that's why now I put the disclaimers up, because of this type of thing. So this is not alleged, because this is actual. Here's the documentation talking about it. It's talking about the FDA gave the green light on gene edited pigs that were mutated, and they were fed to people once the pigs, I guess, grew to a certain, development. They killed the pig, they got the ham, they got the burger, they got the lamb, the pork chops, they got the bacon, and they got the sausage. And now they're publicizing the sausage, and the sausage has gotten the FDA's approval. The approval could help build public trust in CRISPR foods and be the first step in new food revelation in the new food revolution. The background, farmers have been selectively breeding animals for thousands of years, pairing parents with desirable traits to create offsprings with more eggs, more meat, and less disease, and a host of other traits. Okay, so it says the background. It says farmers have been selectively breeding animals for thousands of years, pairing parents with the desirable traits to create offsprings with more eggs, more meat, less disease, and host of other traits, which is called hybridization. They've been hybridizing animals. Now, they're genetically modifying animals. Before pigs were called hybrids. This was through what they're talking about, the farmer's hybridization process. Now they're gene editing pigs. Gene editing technology provides a potentially faster, more precise way to create animals with desirable traits. They're making pigs from scratch, from mutated genes. This is called GMO pigs. So now they have GMO pigs. Pigs are GMOs. They are genetically modified. So now this is what we are experiencing, my people. And let me just play this really quick so we can take a listen. Should be short and brief.
CRISPR sausage gets FDA green light for consumption. The FDA has given Washington State University more meat, less disease, and a host of other traits. While we have selective breeding to thank for much of the meat we eat today, it's also a slow and imprecise process. Breeding any two animals changes thousands of combinations of genes all at once, sometimes creating new problems along with the selected trait. Gene editing technologies like CRISPR, which enable us to add, delete, or edit single genes, provide a potentially faster, more precise way to create animals with desirable traits. What's new? gene editing is still a relatively new technique, and the FDA has approved just a few gene-edited animals for human consumption, including a line of heat-resistant beef cattle and pigs whose meat won't trigger a severe allergy in people with alpha-gal syndrome. Now, the FDA has issued an investigational approval to researchers at WSU, giving them the green light to feed people meat from a new line of pigs, which are genetically engineered to be sterile.
The FDA has given the green light for a consumption of a new pig species, a new pig, a genetically modified pig. I'm telling you, I can't make this up, my people. You know what I'm saying? I cannot make this up. This is real deal Evander Holyfield. This is not a game. Gene editing pigs. Let's keep it moving.
Unless you've figured out a way to harness an untapped force in the universe, enter this lab and everything you know gets tossed out the window. Welcome to the world of John Hutchison, where the improbable may just become our reality. John Hutchison has been dabbling with electricity for decades, copying the work of famed scientist Nikola Tesla, whose AC power still runs our world. Along the way, messing about with military surplus gear, John may have stumbled across one of the most amazing scientific discoveries of our age. Experimenting with radio waves and electricity led John to discover an effect which has mystified government and military scientists. It boils, it bends, it sends objects flying through the air.
I was building these replications of Tesla's old machines and found them doing fascinating things. Then this whole thing happened, this fluke kind of thing, the Hutchison effect.
This was some effect. Air squeezed out of bottles, ice drinks moving through space, drill bits levitating. An effect so convincing and so varied, it seemed impossible to fake.
In John's labs, I've actually seen levitation of rock. I've seen levitation of steel ball bearings, glass, where they will levitate. Unbelievable. I've seen electricity go right into the objects and a million pieces just fly apart.
In fact, using only 75 watts of energy, enough for a small light bulb, Hutchison made a 60-pound cannonball rise off the table. It would also fuse dissimilar materials, heat metal but not burn the wood it sat on, shatter metal as well as change its crystalline structure. This was something to write home about.
Did you see that, my people? John Hutchison showed how frequency can move objects. So you want to wonder how those pyramids got on the tops of Machu Picchu in Peru, without, technology, without, because we don't have the technology, and, there isn't any man-made technology that we have right now that is known to us, to man, that we can use to move, those type of stones, to develop, that Machu Picchu society. So this is showing you, could that society have been moved with frequency and built with frequency, and the frequency were how the stones were set into place, and how this civilization was constructed. The Hutchison frequency. It's this real deal Evander Holyfield, my people. Hold on for 1 second. Where are we at now? I think we are here. Yes, we are.
My guy. Now what we not finna do is play with...
Now, this right here is for all of you people that don't believe we live on a flat plane. Okay? So let me show people really quick. Because people, they don't like to believe. Okay, this what I just did. Okay, this is the conception of earth. And for anyone who believes in the Bible, this is the conception what the Bible speaks about. Come on, what are you doing? Let's see. Oh, it opens up to Amazon. I guess you have to buy that one. Okay. Let's look at this conception. All of these conceptions. Whichever one looks real for the people. See, this is considered Hebrew cosmology. You see? But it's not only Hebrew cosmology. This is what the Bible says how the earth looks. It says we live in a dome. You see with the waters above and the waters below. So below the stones, there's waters going in them, you know. These are the rivers and the waters. And it says the sun, moon, and stars. And it says inside of a firmament dome, okay? We go back into these conceptions again. See if I could pull this one up. So you see, these are the waters above, sun, moon, and stars. You know what I'm saying? It says waters above the firmament. You see, this is the firmament dome. This is how the Bible says the earth is. You know, this is the sea right here, the oceans, the earth, and you know what? That's it. You know, when we travel, we go from one continent to the next. You go from here to here, 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 all around, you know, the earth. Underneath the ground, you got the oceans and the deep ocean. Inside of the earth over here, this is where they, you know, there's taverns, there's little caverns, there's passageways, there's a lot of little, you know, caves and stuff like this in these areas that are dwelling over here, you know. And you can go to areas like the Luray Caverns, you know, in Virginia and all these different places, and you can experience like inner tavern areas, you know, with big caverns that you go in and you see inside of, you know, the plateaus of these, you know, depths of the ground of the earth, right? And if you go more beneath it, you know, you got the ground. Over here, the Sheol, this is considered the core of the earth's core right here. Okay? So this is the Bible's conception of the earth, but it is also the Hebrew conception, Hebrew cosmology. This is what the Jews believe. And this is what the Jews put in our Bible. This is what is placed in our Bible. This is what we're supposed to believe. But instead of believing in this, you know, instead of believing in this, we believe in a globe. We believe in something completely different. Right? We believe that we can sail around this upside down and everything. Over here you can pray up to God, to the heavens above. You know, when you're around, there's a heaven up here, there's a heaven down here, there's a heaven sideways. This is just, you know, the regular globe, it doesn't make sense, but this is the actual conception of the Bible's globe. So if you believe in the Bible and you say, hey, I believe in the Bible, I believe in the Old Testament, the New Testament, then you have to believe in this earth. If you do not believe in this earth, you do not believe in the Bible. So what I'm saying is, this is our earth, and the video that I'm going to show you right now, this sister is actually deep. And you know what? She's going to break a lot of this down. And let's let her do her thing. This is what Bro Sanchez would be like. You see? Why she got to talk? I just take her information and then I tell it to the people. I could show them myself. Why I'm going to do that if the sister breaking it down? She did her homework. Let her do her homework and give you her knowledge. You know what I'm saying? She's the source, so let her source it up. Let's go.
With God's word. Now, if God said he laid the earth on its foundation, my God. Now, what we not finna do is play with God's word. Now, if God said he laid the earth on its foundations and put a firmament over us, then that's exactly what he did. See, in the Bible, God told Isaiah the difference between a ball and a circle. God knew exactly what wordplay he was using in the Bible to describe the earth. In the Bible, God also speaks about the four corners of the earth. A ball does not have corners, but a flat surface do. Now, when I say four corners of the earth, this is what I mean. The same way that man made a compass, a circle compass, and put north, east, south, and west, I'm speaking of exactly that. God also says in the Bible that he set a compass upon the face of the earth. Now, remember when I said that God made the earth as a compass? Okay, so let's talk about it. Now, the compass only recognizes north. North always points towards the center. Hint, the North Pole. Any other direction is only based off the direction of north. How could a compass point south on a globe if they are saying that south is downwards? East and west are curved lines that constantly readjust to align with north. So y'all question is, how come when I'm flying in a plane, I end up in the same place I came from? Well, that only happens with east and west. So if you say that you circled the whole world and ended up in the same place, that's because you were going east and west. But let me tell you something, traveling south is a whole different ballgame. See, because south is any direction leaving the center. See, because if you begin to head south, you will reach the Antarctica ice wall. So traveling south, you will never end up back at the same place. See, because there's a reason they won't allow y'all to travel south and end up at the ice wall. Like, bruh, come on. Even the compass don't want you traveling south. That's why it always points back to north, telling you to turn around every time you start to travel south. See, because if you decide to keep going and get past that ice wall, you will realize there is in fact a firmament over us, keeping anyone from leaving this earth. We couldn't be living in a globe if we wanted to. See, water has to be contained. They say that the earth is 71% water, so that by itself would be impossible. And I know y'all probably be wondering, where do rainbows come from? Now, scientists will tell you they self, to make a rainbow, you need water, light, and a mirror. See, when God said he created the firmament, he spreaded it out like a molten looking glass. See, them big rainbows that you see is proof that we live underneath the firmament. It's the sunlight reflecting off of the firmament to remind us of his promise to never flood the earth again. See, God said he set the earth on its foundations so that it should never be moved. But scientists are saying that we are spinning and moving 1,040 miles per hour. And in 1927, we had no idea what the sudden in 1997, they go see the earth and it looked exactly like that picture? No. Now, do y'all know who this man is? Probably not. But this is Richard E. Byrd. He was one of the first to discover Antarctica in 1928. See, he found earth on its foundations so that it should never be moved. But scientists are saying that we are spinning and moving 1,040 miles per hour. And in 1927, we had no idea what the earth looked like.
In 1927, we had no idea what the earth looked like. But in 1997, it's the same as 1927. So look, in 1927, it says we didn't had no idea what the earth looked like. So Universal Pictures came out in 1927, and this is what they did. This was their symbol. So what we did in 1997, we took that symbol and we ran with it.
Created this picture. Now all of a sudden in 1997, they go see the earth and it looked exactly like that. The earth looked like, but created this picture. Moved. But scientists are saying that we are spinning and moving 1,040 miles per hour. And in 1927, we had no idea what the Earth looked like, but created this picture. Now all of a sudden, in 1997, they go see the Earth and it looked exactly like that picture? No. Now, do y'all know who this man is? Probably not. But this is Richard E. Byrd. He was one of the first to discover Antarctica in 1928. See, he found evidence of the flat Earth with the firmament over us. Even in his diaries and writings, he said it. See, he traveled all the way to the four corners of the Earth. See, and when he found this discovery, what did our government do? They all went down to Antarctica 3 years later to claim a piece of it and to keep the truth hidden from us. That's why the Antarctica ice wall today is just like Area 51. Nobody could go there. Why is that? Are they hiding the truth? See, because that's what it seems like. Because that's what it is. See, and they just keep telling y'all all these lies and y'all just get brainwashed by it. They tell y'all they fly to the moon. See, because my question is, how you gonna fly to the moon when God said he made two great lights, the greater light to rule the day and the lesser light to rule the night? Meaning that the moon and the sun ain't even solid objects. They're luminary. You can't just go up there and land on it. Like, come on, bro. Everybody know that landing was fake. The flag up there waving. You could see a shadow on the moon. Y'all talking about the stars as outer space. But in the videos and in the pictures, there's no stars in space. See, because y'all gonna have to do more than that to convince me. Because in Romans 3 and 4, God said, let Yah be the truth and every man a liar. But I know y'all gonna ask me, Anaya, how do sunsets work if the earth is flat? See, in Job 9 and 7, God says, who commands the sun and it does not rise? See, on y'all's globe earth, y'all believe that the sun is setting and rising, but in reality, it's all just about perspective. For example, have y'all ever heard of a vanishing point? See, because in reality, the sun and the moon are not setting and rising. They are rotating. See, because the farther that is getting away from us to rotate around the earth, it's seeming as if it's going down. And the closer that is getting from making its way back around to us, it seems as if it's rising. It's all due to perspective from where we're at.
This appears due to perspective. And here's another example. The line is tied perfectly even across the counter, and the bottles are sitting level on the countertop. Now let's look at it from the counterpoint view.
Okay, so y'all like, yeah, nah, I mean, that sound good. But how do seasons work then? See, what I need y'all to know is that the sun and the moon are actually closer than what they are telling y'all. The sun and the moon are inside the firmament with us. See, electromagnetism actually perfectly explains how the sun and the moon rotates on Earth. See, the sun and the moon are not rock or gas. They're light sources. Now, these light sources are in the shape of a disc that rotate the Earth like a clock, but in a coil-like spiral, dictating the seasons and the climate as it goes. See, now when the sun is beyond the equator ring, the northern hemisphere experiences summer, and the southern hemisphere experiences winter. Inversely, when below the equator ring, the southern hemisphere will experience summer, and the northern hemisphere will experience winter. They got y'all thinking that there's life beyond the earth. There is no space. There is no other planets out there. God says he sits at the top of the firmament. Those planets that y'all are seeing in those telescopes, those are called wandering stars. All of these are light sources. They are not solid objects. Alright, Anaya, so how does a solar eclipse work on a flat earth? And why can't we see stars during an eclipse of the sun and the moon? See, God says in eclipses, the sun will be turned to darkness and the moon to blood before the coming of the great and glorious days of the Lord. As so, see, a solar eclipse happens when the sun and the moon decides to rotate over each other. As so. Okay, so why can't we see stars during a solar eclipse? See, God says immediately after the distress of those days, the sun will be darkened and the moon will not give its light. The stars will fall from the sky and the heavenly bodies will be shaken. So why can't you see stars during a solar eclipse? His word tells you everything you need to know. There is nothing outside the firmament that they know of because they can't get past the firmament. God tells us he placed water above the firmament. All these people didn't have the same vision for no reason. There is many times that they have snitched on themselves. saying that they never been outside the earth, saying that there's nowhere to go, saying that they never been to the moon for real. They even be putting the truth into the cartoons. They are steady trying to break the firmament. They trying to nuke the firmament, sending rockets up there to break the firmament. They trying everything in their power. And as a matter of fact, my next video, I'm going to be showing y'all videos of them really saying they ain't never been to the moon. I'm going to be showing y'all videos of them trying to nuke the firmament, them trying to send rockets to the firmament, and even putting hidden truth into these cartoons and movies. These people know exactly what they are doing. And they know exactly what the firmament is. I'm telling y'all, that's exactly the reason why we can't go to the Antarctica ice wall. You can't fly over it. You can't do nothing. They don't want you seeing nothing, knowing nothing. Because they know once we find out that there is an end to this earth, that we gonna know the Bible is the true history of this world. And I want y'all to know that there is no other planets outside of this firmament. When God said he created the earth, I'm pretty sure he would have said, I created Saturn, Mars, Neptune, and Venus. He calls those wandering stars. And I want to tell y'all so bad what stars are, but y'all can just see it in the next video because I don't have time to actually explain it right now because I only have 10 minutes on TikTok. But when I tell y'all the truth about stars, it's going to blow y'all mind. See, because what I want y'all to know is back in the day in them old Bibles, before all the wordings was getting changed into their own interpretation, in 2 Samuel 11:11, it said that the earth was flat. But that was before they started changing everything, so people wouldn't know the truth. And that's why God said those who took away from his word and added to his word will be greatly punished. So the whole point to this video is, let Yah be the truth, and every man.
Damn. Damn. If she didn't just break everything down for you. Damn. And you know what? To conclude with what she's saying. She said if we can prove the firmament, then then everything is real. So now I'm going to prove the firmament. That's what I'm going to do. That's my job. So here we go, and let's rock and roll.
You guys remember how I showed you the maps that were here on Earth before 1958, before the governments? You guys remember how I showed you the maps that were here on Earth before 1958, before the governments took them out? And I'm going to show you the Encyclopedia Britannicas in the public libraries before 1958. Here's volume 2 out of the alphabet A.
These are the Encyclopedia Britannicas before 1958. The Encyclopedia Britannica before 1958. And let's see what it says.
And we're going to flip to the Antarctica, and this is from 1958, as you can see. Now, we're going to flip to the Antarctica and see what the Encyclopedia Britannica from 1958, before the Antarctic Treaty, says is there. Now, you won't find this in the new encyclopedias because the government's banned them. But what I want you to notice right here is,
you won't find this in the new encyclopedias because the government has banned them. You won't find this in the new ones. You only find this in the encyclopedias from 1958 and prior. Let's keep it moving.
Notice how it says the flights proved inland areas to be featureless in character, with a dome 13,000 feet high at about latitude 80 degrees south, longitude 90 degrees east. Take a really close look at that. Now I'm going to zoom it in for you. When they returned to New Zealand, these flights...
It says, read this real quick. He says, the logo is the ice wall of the NASA, right? We already know that this is the snake's tongue. That's on my Instagram. But it says the logo is the ice wall. The middle ring looks like a particle accelerator. So that's this one right here. Or CERN, it says opening holes in the firmament. You know what I'm saying? And it says, and the serpent's forked tongue speaking and deceiving. Yeah, because like it says, NASA in Hebrew means to deceive. We know that. And that's the snake's tongue being opened by the particle accelerator, busting through the firmament. That is crazy. That is crazy. You see that? You see that? The ice wall right here, and the firmament is the thin black line around the ice wall. And this right here, this swoop, is the CERN, the God particle, the particle accelerator, the hydrogen collider, opening a portal, and it's a portal. So Satan can sneak his tongue right in there and deceive the world. Boom. Because NASA means deceiver. Wow. That is very strong emphasis on the logo. You're not going to hear this anywhere else. But the truth, it always comes to light, especially on my channels. Let's keep it moving.
When they returned to New Zealand, these flights proved at about latitude 8. Flights proved inland areas to be featureless in character with a dome 13,000 feet high.
So these were flights. These are flights, and they're proving these flights. He's giving you the latitude and the longitude of the flights. It's in the Encyclopedia Britannica 1958 and prior. And it's saying that there's these flights, they have the document stating that there's a dome. He's giving you the dimensions of it, how wide and how high.
At about latitude 80 degrees south.
80 degrees south. Longitude.
90 degrees east.
90 degrees east.
Take a really, really close look at that. Now I'm going to zoom it in for you. When they returned to New Zealand, these flights proved the inland areas to be featureless in character with a dome 13,000 feet high at about latitude 80 degrees south, longitude 90.
See, here it is right here. This is the paragraph. It says Ross, Ireland, blah, blah, New Zealand to McMurdo Sound on December 20th, 1955 and made an experiment until January 18th, 1956. When they returned to New Zealand, these flights proved the inland areas to be featureless in character with a dome 13,000 feet high. So they have flights, and these flights prove that there's a dome, and the dome is, the firmament is 13,000 feet high. That's how high is our firmament off the ground. It's 13,000 feet high at above latitude 80 degrees south, and it says longitude at about latitude 83 degrees. Well, I guess he has said Celsius. But it says it right here. This is an Encyclopedia Britannica prior to, what was that, 1958. It states it. It states that we have a firmament dome. They know there's a dome on the edge of the ice wall. They know how high it is. They have the complete dimension right here. They took it out. After 1958, they took it out of the Encyclopedia Britannicas. They didn't want us to understand that we have a dome on top of us. We have this firmament dome, you know, and it's separating the waters above from the waters below.
Latitude 80 degrees south, longitude 90 degrees east. Now, if this doesn't make sense to you, let me show you with an image of what a flat earth map would look like. Now, this is what a latitude 80 degrees south would look like on a flat Earth map. As you can see, the dome comes down closer to you over the wall, which will be about 13,000 feet. Over the wall, which will be about 13,000 feet. Now, if you go back out into the center of the Earth, or up the North Pole, and try to go up to the firmament with a little bit of calculation.
What I was saying was, I had it on mute. He's giving you the dimensions. He's showing you the dimensions. He says the center point is 385,000 feet, 385,500 feet. But over here, what it was, how many degrees Celsius? 80 degrees Celsius, was it?
Try to go up to the up the North Pole, back out into the center of the over the wall, which will be about 13.
So right here, where it's latitude 80 degrees south, where they had measured, where this is where their flight took place, the dome had the height of 13,000 feet in elevation, and this is at the edge of the dome. So they're giving you complete elevation right here and showing you complete projection.
1,000 feet. Now, if you go back out into the center of the Earth, or up the North Pole, and try to go up to the firmament with a little bit of calculation, it's going to show that it's about 385,500 feet away. It's really, really simple, folks. Now, if you're not familiar with any of this at all, and you're just now new to all this, you can say, well, this guy is crazy. He doesn't know what he's talking about. But what you got to ask yourself is, why do all the maps before 1958 show a flat Earth with the ice wall around it and a firmament, a dome?
All the
and why
maps.
does the encyclopedia tell you that there's a dome there, and it gives you the exact
Before
height at a certain
1958
latitude
showed
and
the Earth
longitude?
looking like this.
Well, the reason is
And the
because in
Encyclopedia
1958,
Britannica,
that's when all
prior to
governments
1958,
and all
show you
nations
it
of the
and
world
tell you
signed
it.
the UN treaty to ban all civilians from going to the Antarctica, and NASA came in and they
This was when they did the Antarctic Treaty. He's telling you, prior to 1958, once they did the Antarctic Treaty, they banned this conception of the Earth from all their maps. They took out the dome, you know, the radiuses of it, the longitude and the latitudes, and you know, it's been hidden and from our teachings ever since.
all civilians from going to the Antarctica, and NASA came in and erased everything, just like they're erasing everything today. So again, ask yourself, if all this existed before 1958, why doesn't it exist now?
I'll tell you why it doesn't exist now. Because you got things like people saying, oh, NASA, we landed on the moon, we went to the moon, and the moon landing, and the moon landing is real, and the moon landing this, and the moon landing that. Is the moon landing real? Is it? Let's find out. This is your moon landing. This is your moon landing. This is, Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin and their other guy. There was three of them. Nobody ever knows the third guy. Everybody only knows Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong. Well, the guy never, made any, public, speakings anyway. He just came out and said he never went to the moon. That was the only thing that the second guy said. He said we never went to the moon, and then you never heard from him ever again. But nobody even knows that guy's name. But we know Neil Armstrong and Buzz Aldrin, and this is them right here. This is the moon. This is your moon landing. This is them in Universal Studios, and I think they filmed a lot of this when they said they landed on the moon in Arizona, in Nevada, and around the mountains, around the Grand Canyon. That's where they do a lot of their rover shooting now, around the Grand Canyon. Because they call that Mars, because the rocks are red. You You see this is them right here. This is them filming. They going through feeds, you know, with Buzz Aldrin and Neil Armstrong. You see, look at the guys right here. Look, all of them. Look, you see everybody having a grand old time. We're drinking beers and, you know, remember, they're not in space. There's producers behind them and everything, and, you know, they're over here just having a grand old time. They got extras over here. And then, remember, if they were in space, wouldn't there not be liquid in these cups? Wouldn't the liquid be in the air? You know? No, it'd be floating liquid, right? Because there's no gravity. No, they're just having a grand old time. They're filming their moon landing. Here it goes, my people, you see? Right here in the desert in Arizona, in Grand Canyon, you see? One step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Universal Studios presents The Trip to the Moon. Starring Buzz Aldrin, Neil Armstrong, and the guy we don't remember. And it's funny because look what they're showing you. They're showing you the American flag, right? It's so funny, right? Because the American flag is waving. Remember, it's supposed to be vacuum sealed. There's no wind in space. There shouldn't be no wind waving. There's wind blowing this flag. In a vacuum sealed environment, it should just be, why is the flag waving? Because this is not space. It says Universal Studios. Steven Spielberg Productions. A Walt Disney and Steven Spielberg production. Do you want to see your moon landing one more time? Come on, man. You love this. You love this. One small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Let's go. Don't cry, the image of the fake trip to the moon. Don't cry, dry your eyes. Don't cry, dry your eyes, my people. That's what it is. Hey, it is what it is. I told y'all, I didn't want to do it to you like that. I did not want to do it to you like that. Hold up. Where are my TikTok videos? Oh, I gotta go back to my videos. I forgot where my videos are at. I think this is yep, and we should be right about here. And if you don't believe us, let's just ask The Simpsons. You know The Simpsons don't lie. They always tell you the truth.
Hey, what's up, guys? So I was watching Simpsons last night because my wife's like, I want to watch all the 34 seasons. You can say my brain starts short-circuiting. But anyways, we started from like season 34, working our way back. Anyways, I got to like one of these episodes, can't remember, episode 6, episode 7 of 34. But take a look at this and tell me what you think. And I'm going to show you something at the end of this video. Here.
They drove out the dome. They said, and then Lisa says, I think we're free. Let's see what happens. You saw that though? They crashed out the dome. Let's see that one more time. It says a Simpsonizer. Make yourself look like a Simpson.
People are real. So are we.
You see this?
Like season 34, working our way back. Anyway.
She said, people aren't real. And Marge says, so are we. Saying that we are not real. And then you see they had that machine, the Simpsonizer. It was making Simpson characters.
I got to like one
and
of
then
these
they kept
episodes,
going and they
episode
boom
6, episode
bursted
7
out
of
the
34.
firmament
But
dome.
Take a look at this and tell me what you think. And I'm going to show you something at the end of this video. Here.
And they end up in, I guess, so-called reality space, the real space. See, she's killing everybody, see? And you saw what it said? Look what it said when she bursted out the world. It looked like it says Simpson World, but if you catch it, it looks like it says Poison World. Poison's World. You see? Poison's World. Poison's World. She said, we're free. What do we do now? And it says up here what it says. The Trilogy of Terror. A Yaki Burger. $5.95. And it shows over here a burger flying in with wings. So a burger in heaven. Now this is the society outside of their firmament dome.
All the different lands. Futurama, Family Guy.
But that was their Simpsons world. You know? And then outside of their dome, this is space.
South Park. All of them. Now, it's a little crazy here because I want to show you something.
Treehouse of Horror in the books.
Okay, so I'm not saying that's what The Simpsons said, you know? But when you look at this, does make you wonder. And I know that they're trying to mimic Westworld, you know? But when you look at this,
so he's showing you the Terra Infinita map, Los Confundios. I forgot, there was a young kid that made this. And he just said, you know, he built this map off of all of his depictions of, you know, just like, you know, him putting a lot of, you know, his thought and knowledge into it. But it's similar to what The Simpsons is showing. It's basically on this map, it shows like, I guess this is the Earth. One of these are the Earth. And then outside the Earth, these are the other planets. But they're still on the plane. They're outside the plane. They're not floating in space, little balls floating around. And they're just hovering, and you can just send a rocket ship and choose which plane you want to go to. You know, which plane. It's not how it goes.
Does make you wonder.
Does make you
and
wonder.
I know that they're trying to mimic Westworld with the different worlds, you know, and I get it, but they're all circles. Worlds. They're all circles. They're all encompassed in a covering or a dome, very much like those where you can see them bust out of the dome that they're in. I don't know, man. I don't know. Looks very similar to me. What do you guys think, man? Let me know what you think on that one. Because, I don't know. I think it's the same. I think
The Simpsons said a lot, and they told a lot of truth. That's what I believe. But, you know,
You had a company
it is what it is.
get governments to make all these. A company called Lucifer Publishing to write out the philosophical underpinnings of the United Nations. She turned it into something called Lucis Trust, which still to this day exists at the United Nations as a meditation room with a big black cube in the middle and 1,000 points of light coming through the roof. And she wrote the 10 rules for the one world government, which still exists at the United Nations today. And they are, okay, take God and prayer out of education. Number 2, reduce parental authority over children. Number 3, destroy the traditional Christian family structure. Number 4, if sex is free, make abortion easy and legal. 5, make divorce easy and legal, free people of the concept of traditional marriage. 6, make homosexuality the alternative lifestyle. 7, debase art, make it run mad. 8, use media to promote and change mindset. 9, create an interfaith movement without God. And 10, get governments to make all these laws and get the churches to endorse them. Let's just say the one thing not welcome at the United Nations is God.
One more time so we can really break it down. Crazy, right? See, the first time is just like a glimpse. You're like, oh, that was nuts. But what did they say? Now you'll catch everything. Let's go.
You had a company called Lucifer Publishing to write out the philosophical underpinnings of the United Nations.
So the government has hired a company called Lucifer, what she said, Lucifer Underwritings.
To write out, you had a company called Lucifer Publishing to...
Lucifer Publishing. The United Nations has hired them to write out the underpinnings and the underlinings of the government's agenda. Let's see what she says.
Write out the philosophical underpinnings of the United Nations.
So Lucifer Publishing is writing out the philosophical underpinnings of the United Nations. What are the underpinnings of the United Nations? Their underlining stipulations, their rules, their regulations, but the main key components to the regulation, the main pining, the main underpinning, the main key component to that regulation. A company by the name of Lucifer Publishings were the ones hired to write out this underpinning, this underlining main key component to the United Nations regulations.
She turned it into something called Lucis Trust, which still to this day exists at the United Nations as a meditation room.
So, and they let's bring it back.
The big black cube, which still to this day exists at the United Nations as a meditation room with the big things of the United Nations. She turned it into something called Lucis Trust, which still to this day exists at the United Nations as a meditation.
So they turned the company, Lucis Publishing, into Lucis Trust, which still exists today as a meditation room in the United Nations. Okay?
Meditation room with a big black cube in the middle and 1,000 points of light coming through the roof.
So they have a big black monolith cube in the middle, and there's 1,000 points of light constructed perfectly to illuminate the room.
And she wrote the 10 rules for the one world government, which still exists at the United Nations today. And they are...
And she wrote the 10 rules that still exist at the United Nations today. These are their 10 laws. They wrote them Hold on for 1 second, please. Yes, hello. Sorry.
Okay? Take God. Okay? Take God and they are, okay, still exists at the United Nations today. And they are, okay? And she wrote the 10 rules for the one world government, which still exists.
So she wrote the rules for the one world government that still exists at the United Nations. She wrote the rules for the United Nations of the one world government. This is from Luciferian Publishings.
At the United Nations today. And they are, okay, take God and prayer out of education.
Take God and prayer out of education. This is one of the rules of the United Nations. And this is their rule from the 1920s till today, from Lucifer Publishings.
Number 2, reduce parental authority over children.
Number 2, reduce parental authority over children. What does that mean? You know, make it easier and more accessible for a person to have access to another person's child.
Number 3, destroy the traditional Christian family structure.
Number 3, destroy the traditional Christian family structure. What does that mean? Say God is fake, he don't exist. God is not real. Don't believe in the Bible. People who believe in the Bible are crazies. They are psycho. They are occult members. You know, they are the real demons. That is destroying the Judeo-Christian family structure. The traditional Christian family structure. That is part of the law of the United Nations. It's their third law.
Number 4, if sex is free, make
Number
abortion easy and legal.
Number 4, if sex is free, then make abortion legal and make it easy. Okay? So sex is free. That's it. Let's make it free to the world. Let's let everything be sexualized. It's free. Sex is here. Sex is there. Sex not meaning that you don't pay for sex. No, meaning that sex is free to the world, like it's open to the world. It's free. It was caged in. It was closed in by the Bible saying, you know, don't over-sexualize content. Keep it, you know, within personal realms and boundaries. No, that's confined. We don't need it confined. We don't need it locked and balled in the chain. We need it to be free. We need sex to be free to the world. So everybody knows about sex, from the adults to the babies. From everybody's accessible for sex, from the adults to the babies. And then since now sex is open to everybody in the world, from the adults to the kids, let's legalize abortion so that we could allow them, you know, to destroy themselves with their sexual patterns and desires by over-sexualizing things like it's natural in nature, and we'll let them think it's okay, you know, to have kids, and, you know, for women to be impregnated, you know, no matter what age. And we'll just say, there's no problems. Have as many kids as you like. You know what? We're giving you abortions for free. So have a kid, and if you don't want them, just don't worry about it. We can get rid of it for you. We can take care of that. No problem. You know, meaning that they don't want you to overpopulate, so they're killing they're killing your kin, your next of kin. They're killing, you know, your indigenous, you know, future. You know, this is you know, your future being, because you won't be here, but your DNA will be here. And they want you to destroy all of your future DNAs. So this is what's happening. Over-sexualize everything. Sex free to the world. Have as many kids as you like. And you know what? And then we kill all your kids. And don't worry about it because it's cool to kill kids. And that's what they're advertising. And what's number 5?
5, make divorce easy and legal. Free people of the concept of traditional marriage.
Number 5, make divorce easy and legal and free people from the concept of traditional marriage. So, and prior to the 80s, you know, man and woman, they would marry at a young age, and you know, they would have 100 kids, and that would be the life they live. And then in the 80s, you know, they made it easy, you know, for these marriages, and they made it more natural. They made it like it was nature for marriages not to coexist. So this caused a lot of separation in families, and this is when the divorce, you know, patterns started happening. And ever since then, divorce, it's common. You know, prior to 1960, you know, divorce wasn't common. You know, that was like something like going against, the way of the Bible and so forth and so on. And then, you know, because traditionally it was, you know what, you are a man and you took this woman and you had a family with her and you lived to take care of that family, like in the Book of Life tells you. So they changed it to where, you know what, you can have a kid with this woman, and you know what, it's okay if you decide not to take care of your family and leave them. That's perfectly fine. We can legally detach you, and you will have no bindings after that. And you know what? You're free to continue on, do whatever you want, and then you can do that all over again. Okay? So these are the laws of the United Nations. You know, these are their laws.
6, make homosexuality the alternative lifestyle.
Make homosexuality the alternative lifestyle. This is the biggest gay epidemic ever. Your daughters are lesbians, your sons are homos. Enough said.
7, debase art, make it run mad.
Debase art, make it run mad. Debase art, you know, make it run mad. How would I figure that? You know, I would say debase art. You know, all, like, you can't say just in reference to like paintings. They mean art in a constructive figure. They're talking about art like music, debasing it, taking the good and the love songs and the songs that were about uplifting and unity in families and making it horror and killing and over-sexualizing and rape and murder, you know, and trashiness, or, you know, taking, beautiful art that, you know, a person can put on a canvas and be displayed to, you know, just writing all over yourself and, you know, covering your whole body full of tattoos and, you know, so forth and so on. So it's, you know, because at one time tattoos weren't as open as they are now. You know, it was, you know, certain people were getting tattoos prior to 1960. Not everybody had tattoos. It was more a military thing. Like a lot of it was like the people that were incarcerated in the jails would get tattoos in the jail. It's like a branding, or it was native to like an Indian as a symbol, or like if a person was in the military, they got a tattoo. Now it's just like you got little 7-year-olds and 9-year-olds and 8-year-olds walking around with tattoos. You know, the art was symbolic, you know, that the people were getting on their bodies. It was for me, you know, joining this military institutionalized organization, or it was because I'm coming from this indigenous tribe. you know, or because I was locked up in the penitentiary for all these years and I'm a killer and I'm a mass murderer. It was symbolic back then. Now it's just, oh, your tattoo looks cool. I'm going to go get the same thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's starting at a young age. You're looking online, you're going in your neighborhood, you're seeing little 7-year-olds and 9-year-olds got tattoos. I work with a lot of different people and I work in a lot of different homes with a lot of different, you know, business people. And you know what? Their kids are 9 years old, 12 years old, 11 years old with tattoos. Especially if the parent is a parent that has so many tattoos, like that's obsessed with tattoos. So it's like, but it debases the art, you know. The point of wearing it was for a reason, you know. It's just things are just changing. It's just everything. It's everything in general, and these are the 10 general, you know, laws that are stated by the United Nations, that were created by the Luciferian Publishing, you know, company.
8. Use media to promote and change mindset.
8. Use media to change and promote mindset. Use the TV. Use the news. Use anything that is government institutionally owned to change the mindset of the person. Media, social media, YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Channel 5, Eyewitness News, Channel 7, Fox 5, whatever news station, you know what I mean? Online news, Bloomberg, whatever.
9. Create an interfaith movement without God. And 10. Get governments to make all these laws and get the churches to endorse them. Let's just base art, make it run mad. 8. Use media to promote and change mindset. 9. Create an interfaith movement without God.
9. Create an interfaith movement without God. What is the interfaith movement? You know, the movements of all these people being, we don't believe in the Bible. That said the Bible's fake. The Bible's fake. You got, the Bible's fake. That's it. It's demonized. It's an interfaith movement.
God. And 10. Get governments to make all these laws and get the churches to endorse them.
And what is number 10? Get the government to create all of these laws. Get the government, make all the laws, and get the churches to endorse them. So the churches say, like the vaccine. You know, the government made the law for everybody to get vaccinated, get jabbed. And what were the churches doing? Churches don't believe in medications and unnatural medicine, right? Because it's artificial, you know, it's supposed to be demonized. But the churches were like, jab up, vax up. You know what I'm saying? It was being endorsed by the government. And this is what the United Nations, this is their government laws. And one more time, we'll bring it back in full so everybody can, now we got the breakdown. So now let's get the full gist of it. Let's go.
You had a company called Lucifer Publishing to write out the philosophical underpinnings of the United Nations. She turned it into something called Lucis Trust, which still to this day exists at the United Nations as a meditation room with a big black cube in the middle and 1,000 points of light coming through the roof. And she wrote the 10 rules for the one world government, which still exists at the United Nations today. And they are, okay, take God and prayer out of education. Number 2, reduce parental authority over children. Number 3, destroy the traditional Christian family structure. Number 4, if sex is free, make abortion easy and legal. 5, make divorce easy and legal, free people of the concept of traditional marriage. 6, make homosexuality the alternative lifestyle. 7, debase art, make it run mad. 8, use media to promote and change mindset. 9, create an interfaith movement without God. And 10, get governments to make all these laws and get the churches to endorse them.
And you see what it says, no more United States. They want a united nation, one God, Satan overall.
Let's just say...
It says no one will enter the New World Order unless he or she will make a pledge to worship Lucifer. No one will enter the New Age unless he will take a Luciferian initiation. And this was said by David Sponger of the United Nations Director. He's the United Nations Director of the Planetary Initiative, Lucis, the trust member. He's a Lucis trust member and a Freemason. And this is what he said. He is the United Nations Director of Planetary Initiatives. He is a Lucis trust member and a Freemason. No one will enter the New World Order unless he or she will make a pledge to worship Lucifer. No one will enter the New Age unless he will take a Luciferian initiation.
The one thing not welcome at the United Nations is God.
And the
I am not here to expose.
And the one thing not mentioned in the accepted in the United Nations, there's one thing that they don't accept is God. Do not mention God. They do not accept God. And we're going to go to my TikTok really quick right here, because I think this is very important, you know, because this is what it's about. It's about XRP, the one world currency. That's for the one world government. Let's go into my tweets and replies over here, because we are going to get into this, my people. We are going to get into this. This is what we're talking about. One world currency. The one world ledger. XRP, you see the name? You see what it is? This is a new world order. This is a new world order. A Luciferian democracy. And we are getting enslaved and we are getting entrapped into this Luciferian democracy. What they're playing on us, the trick is called this, Operation Mockingbird. It means predictive programming. It was said by the director of the CIA for Operation Mockingbird that we'll know our disinformation program is complete when everything the American public believes is false. You see, distortion of the imagination. MK Ultra, Operation Mockingbird. Everything that you see on TV is a lie. It is false. The pandemic was fake. The tests were fake. The mask science was fake. The social distancing was fake. The vaccine science was fake. The news was fake. The CDC and the FDA were fake. The government's messaging was fake. The elections were fake. Climate science is fake. It's all fake. And this is a post from somebody on Twitter, Robin Taylor. So these are his words, allegedly. You see what it is. You see what it is. You see what it is. Y'all see what it is. You see what it is. Death of the dollar and the rise of digital currency. You see what it is. You see what it is. Everything. Yeah. You see what it is. You see what it is. It says, why are they going to the extremes to make every little thing gay? PetSmart believes in unconditional loves. Show your pride. Not even the pets are gay. You see what it is? It says the future Gen Z right here. It says teaching an 8-year-old it says teaching an 8-year-old how to be gay. It says teaching an 8-year-old how to be gay, right? That's a loving role model. And then teaching an 8-year-old the truth, you know, it says, I don't know, but the truth about the Bible or something like that, you know, it's harmful and it's child abuse. Okay? So teaching your kid how to be gay nowadays and teaching them that accepting gayness. If you say to your son, it's okay to be friends with transgenders, and it's okay to, look into the transgender lifestyle. You're a loving role model. You're considered a loving role model. But if you say being gay is no good, it's going against the Bible, it's going against God, that's called child abuse, and it's called being harmful. Am I right? Yes. You see him? He's telling you. Let's go. R.I.P. Dr. Rashad Buttar. Let's go into this real quick too.
Poisoned with the 200 times the amount of what's in the vaccination.
For anybody that doesn't know, Dr. Rashad Buttar passed away 3 weeks ago. And this interview was 3 days before his passing. Let's take a look at this. And Dr. Rashad Buttar, who he was the one that spearheaded the coronavirus agenda, the pandemic. He's the one who was calling it the pandemic, the scamdemic, saying that the jab and the vaccine was allegedly not real and so forth and so on, saying it had nanoparticles. He was the one that was making all these alleged claims, and he was a doctor, and people thought he was phony, and he states that he was allegedly poisoned because of making all these claims. And I'm gonna let you listen to it. And then 3 days later, after he made these claims, he said that if he dies, he's not, it wasn't him. And then 3 days later, Dr. Buttar had passed away. And these are the alleged claims. Let's get into this. Have to say alleged because, I got a disclaimer up, and, got to make sure that, these videos are protected, that, they can't be taken down. And, my channel cannot have any guideline violations or any strikes, because we've done the necessary things to cover the nature of the video. And so that's why we got the disclaimer, and that's why we have to make sure we say the alleges and so forth and so on, so that everything is staying within the YouTube guidelines, the YouTube guidelines, and we are protected. Okay, let's go.
I went through a very difficult personal health challenge a few months. I was in the ICU. I had been poisoned with the 200 times the amount of what's in the vaccinations. And I've said publicly, you'd have to shoot me in the head with lead, i.e. a bullet, because I'm never going to take the vaccine. So I was actually intentionally poisoned, and part of it was, I believe, right before that or right after that CNN interview. But regardless of what happened, the message I want people to know is remember the importance of exercising free will, and then also as a default, as a backup, slow down and remember that God is in control. I went through a...
So did you hear him, my people? His alleged claims were he was poisoned over 200 times within the year, after talking about the scamdemic, the plandemic. Within this year, he was poisoned over 200 times. And 3 days later, he passed. R.I.P. Dr. Rashad Buttar. And once again, we'll listen to him very closely. These are his alleged claims.
I went through a very difficult personal health challenge a few months. I was in the ICU. I had been poisoned with the 200 times the amount of what's in the vaccinations. And I've said publicly, you'd have to shoot me in the head with lead, i.e. a bullet, because I'm never going to take the vaccine. So I was actually intentionally poisoned, and part of it was, I believe, right before that or right after that CNN interview. But regardless of what happened, the message I want people to know is remember the importance of exercising free will, and then also as a default, as a backup, slow down and remember that God is in control. I went. And
then I don't know.
A very difficult person.
I don't know if he says it in if this video had the complete, but I know he says and if something happens to me, it wasn't me. He makes those claims. It wasn't him. This is what we're going into right here. This is what we're going into. This is our alleged future government right here. Digital world, digital society, 5G, the poisons to the brain, a cracked up, drugged up pharmaceutical, demonized, world, and poisoned, brains. You see the brains again, poison, the oxygen, the air, the food, the children. It's back to back, one after the other. You know, what I want to say is right here. Let's see if we could get a
month I was in the ICU, I had been poisoned with the 200 times the amount of what's in the vaccinations, and I've
poisoned with 200 times the amount of what's in the vaccination.
So I was actually intentionally poisoned, and part of it was, I believe, right before that, right after that CNN interview. But regardless of what happened, the message I want people to know is remember the importance of exercising free will, and then also as a default, as a backup, slow down with the 200 times the amount of what's in the vaccinations. And I've said publicly, you know, you'd have to shoot me in the head with lead, i.e. a bullet, because I'm never going to take the vaccine. Personal health challenge.
And because they wanted him to take the vaccine, he said, you got to poison me or shoot me in the head with lead if you want me to take it. Because he's a government health official. He's a doctor. And they were telling him he needed to take the vaccine. And, you know, this is what it is, my people. This is the UN Agenda 2121. It's from 2021 to 2030. And these are the goals. This is the mission for the United Nations. This is their agenda. One world leader, one world religion, one world military. Hold on, let me pull it up on my phone so I can see it too. I could see it better. The words on the screen are a little too small, and you know, I don't have supersonic X-ray vision like that. We'll start from the top. Let's go. But I appreciate everybody for coming out to today's show, because this is a very important one. And trust me, they all important and they're all coming. So once again, the Agenda 21, the United Nations Agenda 21 from 2021 to 2030. This is their mission and their goals for a new world order. A one world order, a one world leader, one world religion, one world military, the end of irrigation, the end of fossil fuels. So, right here, the end of fossil fuels, one world central bank, government raised children, mandatory multiple vaccines, one world cashless currency, restructuring the family unit, the end of the single family homes, the end of national sovereignty, major restrictions on movement, people told what their jobs will be, universal basic income, austerity, the end of all privately owned property, the restriction of non-essential air travel, restricted land use that serves human needs, the end of private farms and grazing livestock, all businesses owned by the government and corporations, the end of private transportation, owning cars, and etc., state planning and management of all possible resources, human beings concentrated into human settlement zones and cities, implementation of world social credit system like in China, the population control of population growth and population density, microchipped society for purchasing, travel, tracking, and controlling, government-owned and controlled schools, colleges, and universities, trillions of appliances hooked into the 5G monitoring system, and the IoT, the Internet of Things. So this is the New World Order. This is the alleged New World Order. This is the alleged New World Government by the United Nations, right? And this is the alleged death of the dollar bill and the rise of digital currency. So hold on for 1 second, my people. Give me 1 second. What I'm doing is, I'm in my OBS. I'm in my video capture. I'm opening my properties. I'm deactivating myself. So you was able to see me, and now you're not. So now when we go to the face cam, this is what I'm doing in my OBS. I'm hitting my video capture right now. I'm opening my properties, and now I'm going to reactivate myself. So you didn't see me, and now you do. I'm back, my people. We back. Yeah. Hold on for 1 second. I just want to pull up everybody right now. So I want to shout out everybody, you know, who's watching, everybody who watched, everybody who will watch, you know, because if you haven't saw the live stream, then you really missed out. You know what I'm saying? But people are not getting my notifications right now. It's looking like my channel is shadow banned. So we're just gonna have to build, you know, the audience, but it's okay. You know, we will have the audience stacked. You know, I will be giving everybody this realness, you know, this, you know, information that is, you know, it's very important to our livelihoods. You know, this is stuff that is detrimental to our lives. And this is the stuff that we need to know. I'm not beating around the bush. I'm not giving you a bunch of blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? It's going to always be real. Shout outs to Sam J, Rigo B, my brother Lawrence, you know what I'm saying? My brother Zab, everybody who came out to tonight's show, who's in the chat. You know what I'm saying? We here, we doing it up. And this is your boy Alkaline City, you know. I'm gonna be back. I promise you. I promise that. I will be back. I will you know, I'm gonna try to do a live stream tomorrow. I'm gonna be doing live streams like this. I'm gonna be try to do more early live streams as opposed to really late ones. You know, I'm gonna get back into everything. I'm gonna have crypto short videos every day. I promise. I'm really gonna do it. You know, it's just, you know, I'm a busy brother. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I try my best, and you know, I'm always gonna give you the honest truth. And my brother Wee Zane, he says Sanchez was trying to clown you, bro. I don't know if you saw the beginning of my video, Wee Zane, but I killed Sanchez. Fraud Scamchez, you dead. Fraud Scamchez, I need you to show your YouTube play button. We want to see your YouTube play button, the official one. We don't want to see a purchased one from YouTube. I mean, from Amazon. We know how the YouTube play buttons are, the ones you can buy. You know, we know how those fake certifieds go, and if you try to you know, remake a certification, we know if YouTube send it to you or not. We know how to authentify a YouTube play button. So pull up your 100,000 subscriber YouTube play button. If not, please, you know, redo your channel or something, and show your natural viewership. You know what I'm saying? Stop lying to the people, acting like you got 100,000 subscribers, and you keep telling these people that you have these hundreds of thousands of subscribers, and you really don't, bro. You don't have it. You don't have these hundreds of thousands of subscribers that you say you do. And if you do, we want to see an unboxing video of your play button, and we want to see the play button, please. Fraud Scamchez. Okay? You know what I'm saying? Y'all already know what it is. You know what I'm saying? It's about that time. Your boy Alkaline City, you know, we about to take off, you know what I'm saying? Cause, you know, it was a good show. You know, we did our thing, you know what I mean? Hold on for 1 second. What's good over here?
The champ is here!
Yes, sir!
The champ is here!
Uh-huh.
The champ is here!
I came out.
The champ is here!
I saw. I conquered. The people heard me. I'll be back tomorrow. Part 2. We're gonna do this again. I love y'all, my people. It's your boy Alkaline City. Y'all know what it is. Y'all know what I do. Peace and I love y'all. The champ is here. Full scam chairs. Show that play button, brother. Yeah.